dilihat Beva masih ada jam 7. Ya, jam 7 kelengseng-kelengseng masih di jalan.
Many of us are in pain. Many of us want change. Many of us keep repeating the same painful patterns, but we aren't seeing the results that we want. How can we break out of that? How can we start to transform our lives? How can we start to see these changes that we desperately need in our lives? There is a formula that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us in the Quran. He says, "Inna Allah la yughayyiru ma biqawmin hatta yughayyiru ma bi anfusihim." Allah does not change the condition of a people until they change what is inside themselves. We need to take this journey of internal change if we want to start to see external change in our lives. If we want to start to break these painful patterns, if we want to improve our relationships, if we want to improve our lives in general, we need to start to take internal steps to change ourselves. How can we do that? Transformed is a class that I've been teaching for many years about a topic that I'm extremely passionate about. My background in psychology, as well as my experience in this field, makes me very, very passionate about this subject because I see how it changes lives. I see how it saves people who've been living in the same patterns for decades, that just by changing small things in their habits, small things in their daily routine and in their thinking and in how they relate to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and how they relate to the experiences that they're going through in their life, completely turn their life around, completely change how they feel and how they live their lives. And this class is about rectifying our relationships with people through rectifying our relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And this class is no longer taught on site. So the only opportunity to take this class is now online. And it is an amazing opportunity because it gives access to people who didn't originally have access on site. Now anyone in the world can have access to these fundamentals which absolutely change lives. These are fundamentals given to us by Allah and His Messenger that transform our entire experience in this life and transform our relationships. You can sign up for this class, and when you sign up, the amazing thing is that you'll have lifetime access to all the modules. And you'll have lifetime access to the extra bonus sessions. We'll have bonus sessions. We'll have guest sessions. There will be live Q&A after each module. With me, I will be doing live Q&A. You'll also have access to other students who are together learning in this online environment. So you'll have all of that immediately as soon as you sign up. You'll have access to the first module, and this is lifetime access to that. So registration for this course does have a deadline. It will open at a certain time and it will close. And so there is a limited window of your opportunity to sign up. So make sure that you do act right away. Take advantage of this chance to change your life, to change your relationships, to change your state, and to allow you to finally find some sense of stability. Many of us live in these up and down roller coasters in life, emotionally, psychologically, and in our relationships. This is an opportunity to start to learn how to find stability and peace in our lives. As with everything in life, we have a choice. We can learn the tools that help us to get to our destination, or we can continue to suffer. We can continue to repeat these same patterns that keep us stuck. Many of us we feel stuck. We don't feel movement. And so we have this choice. Do we want to learn the tools that will help us to move forward, to help us to change those things in our lives and in ourselves that we wish to change? Or we can stay in these patterns and we can stay stuck and continue to suffer. So here's exactly what you're going to get in this course. When you sign up for this class, what you'll get is 4 modules. The course will be split up into these 4 groups, these 4 modules. The first one is about the heart, the qalb, what the heart is and how to purify it. The second module is about the difference between true love and false attachments, how to ascertain our attachments and how to break them and set ourselves free. The third module is about how to cope with hardships and pain, how to understand the things that happen in our lives and how to overcome how to become resilient, and how to actually be able to thrive even while we are being tested, using these things to become stronger and purify ourselves and get closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And finally, the fourth module will talk about how to use these principles to improve our relationships with the creation. I'll talk about our relationships with your spouse, with your children, with your friends, with parents, and how it relates. Each of the modules consist of many hours of content. We have a Q&A. We also have panel discussions. And the amazing thing about this is that you have this convenience where you have access to all of these modules at your own convenience to watch or rewatch as many times as you want and when is convenient for you. I've had the opportunity to teach this course material around the world to more than 10,000 students. And the feedback that I've gotten is that this really does change lives. It helps people to turn their life around, to transform their relationships, to transform who they are, to transform how they interact in their world. This is something that has helped countless people. After years of experience and meeting with people and teaching this material all over the world, I've had the opportunity to refine the material to make it as focused and polished as I can. And that is what we have now available for anyone around the world in this course, Transformed Principles of Spiritual Development. It's available now in its most focused and refined form online at your convenience. And inshallah, you'll be able to access that for a lifetime, again, as many times as you need. I've had students share with me who've taken this course and who've learned these principles, that these principles transformed their marriage, saved their marriage. I've had other students tell me that these principles pulled them out of depression and anxiety, things that they were struggling with for much of their life. These principles are extremely powerful and they can absolutely transform a person's life. So again, by clicking the button and registering, you get immediate access to the first module, and it will allow you to have this access to not only the modules, not only the others who are studying, but you'll also have the access to the live Q&A. So click on it, register. Don't lose this opportunity to really make a transformative change in your life.